Hey yo, what's up? Moji here, and welcome back to another Monday Night Dive. This is Dive into Promisnine, episode 5. And today we are going to be checking out Promisnine's Feel Good Secret Code. And I believe this release takes place like more than a year after the last one, after Fun. So, not quite sure what happened there. One of the people who commented on my fun video last week kind of says that uh, the fandom was kind of angry at their company for delaying so much, because like there were big delays in between, right? So I think it was like 9 months between Love Bomb and Fun, and then it's around 15 months between Fun and Feel Good. So, as someone who's been through that with another group, uh, I really feel for what the fans of Promisnine went through at that time. Of course, probably it got delayed even further because of the onset of the pandemic. I think that's from 2019 going to 2020. But not quite sure. It's still a large gap even if you shorten it to uh like the start of 2020. Still, uh whatever happened, and well, we now are here with Feel Good. uh I'm sure it's gonna be quite the interesting ride, so let's go right ahead and check it out. Here we go. Ooh, the vibe is immediately different from the previous Promise 9 tracks. Very groovy. They come kind of moved away from the bubbly sound. This sounds more like a groovy party track. Oh, Jihoon with blue hair. Looks really good. Oh, lifting serum up like that. Ooh. Yeah, this is such a different vibe for them. It feels like they've grown up a little bit. You kind of still see the fun-loving Promisnine here, but it's a bit more tempered. Yeah, like in this part, when they go into party mode. Naking with the blonde hair just gives me California vibes. Ooh, Curie for the bridge here. So interesting. This vocable part is gonna get stuck in my head. Okay. So that was Feel Good Secret Code by Promise9. And I can't help but feel like, yeah, Promise9 is growing up so fast. So yeah, they've definitely like moved past the like the bubblegum pop side of things, and they went more for this groovy party track over here. Uh Not quite like totally into the mature part of life, but more of like on the edge of maturity, something like that. Like they're growing up, but they still love to party, they still love to have fun, but it's more tempered by a bit of maturity. And I gotta say, I still like the vibe. Um, the the song itself had a very nice flow to it. It uh, it really gives off this, well, this party vibe that you expect it to have. And just how they delivered fun with fun. Uh, Pretty sure Feel Good makes you feel good. But yeah, it was so interesting to see the members of Promise9 uh, a bit more grown up here, like not just in attitude and style, but like the fashion sense as well. But it still kind of looks more like a, I don't know how to say this, college level fashion sense. But you know, that's different from country to country. Or also different with generational cultures. So I can't really say for sure. But that's the vibe that I was kind of getting. And the members that kind of stood out to me in this video would be, well, Jihan with the blue hair. But I liked it more in the parts where she had straight hair. Over the parts where she had it curled a bit. And then for some reason the scenes with Serum also draw my attention. But more so that she looks more just like she gives me center vibes, although I don't think, do they have a center? Even if they did have one, like I you don't really notice it that much. But yeah, for me somehow Serum draws a lot of attention to me here. And Nakyung. Uh the blonde wavy slash curly hair was really giving me like this like California girl vibes. I don't know why. But yeah, they uh there are a bunch of members that are also that stood out quite well as well. You know, like Soyeon, she had her own scene with that very interesting like shimmering orange backdrop. I don't know what Yuri was doing though, like under the table. Probably there's some sort of uh concept or storyline that flew over my head in this one. To explain why uh each of them were in their particular positions, right? Because like what was it? Serum was like in a director's chair. Soyeon was sitting on perched on top of something with this backdrop, sitting all elegantly. We had Yuri hiding under a table, sort of thing. And then I'm not quite sure if I saw it correctly, but we had like Jihon in a with a luggage case. Oh, and we also saw Hayoung in a like a carnival type place as well with hugging a stuffed toy. So yeah, I think there might be some concept going on that I just totally flew over my head. So yeah, I'd really appreciate it if someone explains it to me in the comment section down below. But all in all, this was a solid comeback from Promise9, even though it did come late after fun. But you know, like for me, from my perspective, I don't have that problem since I'm just looking back on it. But uh, you know, my sympathies go out to the fandom of Promise9 uh for being patient during that time. Anyways, what else? Not quite sure if this is going to go onto my daily playlist though. I have to listen to it a couple times more to see if it has the replayability factor. If not, it's going to go onto my vibe playlist because it's definitely that. It's a vibe. But yeah, it's definitely also like a very different sound from Promise9. So I'm quite curious to see how they will progress going forward. But I like the sound from them. Uh, it's very groovy, very catchy, especially with the vocable na 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 parts. But I do wish that at least in some of their discography going forward that they would at least do some, not necessarily bubblegum pop, but at least like uh more of the carefree sounding tracks. Because this one was more subdued and tempered. And like I mentioned before, I prefer the feeling of flying with freedom. So the carefree sort of sound, that's what I usually go for. So yeah, not necessarily bubblegum, but I'm thinking you guys know what I mean already. But who knows, this might still end up on my daily playlist. It does sound good enough to make it there. So we'll see, we'll see. So that's it for my reaction to Feel Good Secret Code by Promise9. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, feel free to check out my Patreon, where I also post reactions to longer form content, more casual content, most of which is available for free, with just some bonus perks set aside for those who are kind enough to subscribe, such as K-drama reactions, early access to my reaction videos, and priority when it comes to recommendations. But don't worry about it too much. Like I said, most of the stuff on my Patreon is available for free. You can probably see the titles of those popping up here on the side. So don't be afraid to check it out. The link to my Patreon is in the description down below. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me on this very intriguing and magical journey with Promise9. Until next time, have a great day everyone, and hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.